Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS. It's time for Owin's Field Report, sponsored by Les Schwab Tire Centers.
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the long-winded opening segment, but hey, sometimes that happens. If you're planning on doing any fishing this week, it's been pretty good. Doesn't matter where you're actually going to go. If you're going to target fall Chinook, you got great options. Silvers, absolutely. They seem to be thick, at least locally in some of my backyard creeks. There's plenty of them in there, but they're just not biters. That's typical for Oregon. They're just the crazy fish when they hit our freshwater, or at least our tributaries, I should say. But there's certainly some great options. Don't hesitate going up above Bonneville either. Some of those mouths, I love the Klickitat. I'm not going to dive into it too much because some people get upset, like people like to do. But lots of ways to target them up there as well, and that's been very, 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 very productive, at least for the folks that I've been talking with. So lots of options out of there. With Zone 1 duck season opening in a week from yesterday, which I'm obviously very excited about. I don't know how it's actually going to go that first week. It's going to be really interesting on conditions. Water is pretty much non-existent, so it'll be really weird to see how things are on Saturday, because I'll actually be hunting on Saturday. So that's my plan for this week, is to focus on that. I might sneak out and see what some of my options might be to chase a fish around. But taking a quick look at the fish counts, there are certainly some fish that are moving through the system. And it's not that it's bounced up hugely, but it's still over 2,000, 2,500-ish each day that's going over. For Chinook, of course, below Bonneville. Adult silver numbers at 3,100. Those are not bad numbers at all. Those are actually right at that 10-year average. We're not going to pull that up for you, but at the very least, there's some good options out of there. So don't think that it's over with. If you want to stay close to home, whatever it might be, there's certainly, and it could be just because of the conditions, the fish are biting very, very well. So it's at least a solid option to get out there. And remember, duck season sucks. Go fishing. Nobody wants to go duck hunting. But of course, I got to remind you, there's lots of different ways that you can make your gear work better. Scent is one of them, and ProCure is doing a really cool giveaway like they do each week for us here at Outdoor GPS. And like I said, we're going to have actually Steve and Jason from ProCure in the studio next Sunday, a week from today. We're going to talk about that prize pack, maybe starting to slant that towards the winter steelhead season that's right on our doorstep, because we're going to start talking a lot about winter steelhead season. Here's the easiest way to do it, or the only way. Jason at ProCure.com. Send them an email, and you very well could be the individual that wins. And yes, it's an actual giveaway where they actually pick out a winner each week. And yes, they actually get it mailed right to their front door. Believe it or not, there's a conspiracy theory out there about that, which is laughable, laughable, laughable. But let's find out what our weather's going to be like. And I know that for me, obviously, weather, for all of us, weather is a huge deal, right? What can we expect when we get out there? And no better source than Katie Suniga. Katie, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well. We have some pretty good rain finally headed our way. I know that I can be excited about the rain with most of you that watch, and that's what we're expecting. We get through a day like this. We have another day today that's going to be sunny and warm. We're finally starting to see the clouds clear out of the Portland metro, but you can see up at the mountain and through the valley, everything is still pretty clear this morning. It just needs to take a little time for it to get to the Portland metro. The coast may stay cloudy today for the most part with some sun breaks. Here's what is bringing us that next chance for some showers. If this system that's coming in brings some cooler air, brings that chance for rain for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's when we see this first round. Then we have a brief dry couple of days on Thursday and Friday, and then on Saturday, which by the way is the annular eclipse day, we might not be able to see it even though we're not in the path. Like even if you were to head down toward Eugene, get a little closer to that center of it, you still might not be able to see it because we have another system that looks like it could be coming in on Saturday. But as far as the next couple of days go, you'll notice that we get through to tomorrow morning. There's the first round of rain, a little break, and then there's the second round that comes all the way through. So what do we have for you in chance possibility of total? Well, on Monday, not too much, maybe 0.06 of an inch. But starting Tuesday morning, which is supposed to be our wettest day, that's what we're expecting to see the most amount. We could have about an inch in this first round. Still paying attention because it's a little too far out to see how much we could get in that second round. But a few chances for showers in there for you, Owen.
hope that it doesn't stop for months and months and months. Katie, thank you. Have a great week, okay? All right, everyone, we're going to cut to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have TJ Hester, owner-operator of Hester Sport Fishing. He's over in the Hanford Reach area targeting Chinook. We'll find out how that's been going for him, give you an idea of another great option here in the Northwest. We'll be right back.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by P-Line, because we fish, by CCA Oregon, fish focused, member driven, and by Hawken Fishing, perfection in fishing gear.
If you're looking for the best fishing